back, Series 67, 1 Samuel, chapter 20, verse 30. Then the displeasure of Saul burned against Jonathan, and he said to him, You son of a perverse, rebellious woman, do I not know that you have chosen the son of Yeshai to your own shame, and to the shame of your mother's nakedness? And I encourage you to read this entire passage up to verse 34. In chapter 21, verse 4, And the priest answered David and said, There is no ordinary bread on hand, but there is set-apart bread, provided the young men have kept themselves from women. And David answered the priest and said to him, Truly, women have been kept from us about 3 days since I came out. And the vessels of the young men are set apart, and it is an ordinary mission, and also it was set apart in the vessel today. And in chapter 22, verse 3, And David went from there to Mizpah of Moab, and said to the sovereign of Moab, Please let my father and mother come here with you, till I know what Elohim does for me. And he left them with the sovereign of Moab, and they dwelt with him all the time that David was in the stronghold. In chapter 25, verse 2, Now there was a man in Maon, and his work was in Carmel. And the man was very great, and he had 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats. And he came to be shearing his sheep in Carmel. And the name of the man was Nabal, and the name of his wife Abigail. And she was a woman of good understanding and beautiful. But the man was hard and evil in his doings, and he was of Caleb. As we go to verse 14, And one of the young men informed Abigail, the wife of Nabal, saying, See, David has sent messengers from the wilderness to greet our master, but he scoffed at them. And in verse 18, Then Abigail made haste and took 200 loaves and 2 skins of wine and 5 sheep made ready, 5 measures of roasted grain and 100 clusters of raisins and 200 cakes of figs, and loaded them on donkeys. And she said to her servants, Pass over before me. See, I am coming after you. But she did not inform her husband Nabal. And it came to be, as she rode on the donkey, that she went down under cover of the hill, and there were David and his men coming down toward her, and she met them. Verse 23, And Abigail saw David, and she hastened to come down from the donkey, and fell on her face before David, and bowed down to the ground, and fell at his feet, and said, On me, my master, let this crookedness be on me. And please let your female servant speak in your ears, and hear the words of your female servant. For those following along, again, I do encourage you to read the entire chapter of chapter 25. There's about 4 pages left before this chapter is over. And instead of overloading this video, we're going to stop it at here. At the ending of verse 24, you have the key points.